Okay, it's welcome. It's a little dark here. Maybe this way is a little less, so it's on the window. Okay, Shalom Aleichem, everybody. I know the picture is not coming out so good because we're facing the outside, but you can see that we're not experienced in this. I have the great honor and privilege to interview Rabbi Dovid Weinberger, who is a Mashgiach Mumcha in a very popular store. It's not important the name of the store, and he overlooks three or four different major compartments. There's a fleshik restaurant, a milchik restaurant, a bakery, and a fish store, and a meat department, and a sushi, and a pizza store. Okay, so we Baruch Hashem just finished learning Hilchos Machal Yaakov. I figured he would be the perfect person to take down everything that we learned in Olam HaMachshav and Olam HaTorah, and to tell us hands-on practice what we preach, and see how he deals with it every single day. Mamish Chaya Yom Yom, from Pasakum to Bishul Lakum to Cholav Akum to the Shnei Chesomers, everything that we learned hands-on. So the first thing I would start with is Rabbi Duba tells me that his day starts very early in the morning. So, I mean, Anu Mashkim and Hey Mashkim, as they're talking about the nusach from the seal. Could you please tell me why is it important that you come in early morning? And is this something unique you as a mashgiach, or you believe that every mashgiach for any restaurant, or is this something? And I want to tell you, you're going to hear a lot of things that he does that's from. It's obviously much better, and he does it because he's a Yireh Shamayim. But he's going to tell you that, like we just learned in the Ramah, chumrah b'loy tam. There's a chumrah, but most of the chumras he has a reason. So, what time in the morning do you come in? 5 a.m. Why do you have to be at 5 a.m.?
The bakery comes in at 6 o'clock. All the oven is ready. The fry is ready.
The bakers coming. Not the bakery goods are not coming.
The bakers are coming in at 6 o'clock. Is everything ready? Because this is a regular week.
So what does ready mean?
That means the oven is ready, and they can start putting in whatever they prepped last night. They can put it straight to the oven.
And you want to make sure that you put on the oven.
This is the regular oven for the regular bakes and for the sour bread.
What's the chiluk?
They're not using the same oven cannot make both.
You want to make sure that all the ovens for the day you put on. And why? I mean, Shulchan Aruch gives other options. And this is the best option.
So the best option, Roy Weissman, is gone. They cannot close it. They're not closing it in the middle of the day. They close it by the end of the day when they're finished.
But even you told me yesterday that they don't shut off the oven completely over the night. They leave. Sometimes, yeah, just in case.
Just in case, is als het zo gelossen. En de goeie te zo'n beetje op nummer 90 nog, dus het is nou ongezien. Ik niet gewoon eens gezien dat het zo is gelossen. So I want to be on the safe side and
So you just said a lumdish thing, because if in theory, if the guy shut it off or somebody shut it off, then obviously you should start it. But if you leave it on a very low flame, it's also a mishkit. Because if not, they can't cook something to What's the number?
Okay. The number is 350.
To bake things, they put 350.
No,
but that's not Michael Ben Yisrael. Michael Ben Yisrael comes out Vincent.
We had an issue in one of the restaurants over here. The oven is more a modern oven. You could not
I want to make sure you can hear it.
You cannot bypass the oven. There is ovens, let's say the meat department, the takeout.
I want to see if we can see ourselves better.
Yeah.
It's right to schmutzing
the meat and the takeout department has ovens that you could bypass.
What says bypass?
You could bypass. That means once you put it on Shabbos mode, then the board could open and close it the whole day.
Is that good or bad?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. The ovens in the other restaurant, one of the restaurants, is you cannot bypass.
And therefore,
if you cannot bypass, then it was the whole Shabbat. If I go to put it on wide, if I come in the morning and I put it on 375,
it shuts down.
Let's say I put it on usually at 6 o'clock in the morning. They start to put in the first thing, let's say after 7. It's automatically it drops. The number drops automatically.
Why? For safety.
For safety.
Yeah.
Now,
How low does it drop?
it's used to drop to a certain amount. It's now what we did is we did a little key in that. Is if you could bake, let's say, good example, if it drops, let's say, to 290, 285, and you can still bake or cook something in that, then it's nicht kein problem.
What number did you say?
I said, yeah, by 300 is what I do is I try to put it on 375. The doors are closed. Now before the guys come in, just for me to be sure, is in a draft already to 300 or 290, is I pick it up again. That means when they open the door to put in the first,
it's already
hot enough. I told them not to leave open the doors. It's like this. If they want to put in, and you see the numbers is lower, they can pick up the numbers to 300. But if they cannot put in to back and you have to make something and then put it on. If the oven is already on the heat a certain heat, is what we did is we did a special switch that the oven doesn't stop from itself.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
It overrides the safety.
We couldn't do the original bypass like we did in the other departments. Because automatically, they could open and close the whole door.
But where did you come to that number of 280? Because I'm not going to tell you my cooking skills.
No.
Keston Island, you could put it in a chicken or something to cook, and it would be 250.
Yes, but to be on the safe side, for Chumrah, if I put it on in the morning to 375, right? And it drops down to 250, to 290, to 295. Usually it doesn't go. So what we did is, we did testing. We put it on 375, took a video out of it. I let it drop down after half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. I saw it drop down to 300. It's not to 300. It's you could still.
So how many hours in the morning are they baking?
The whole day.
They're baking a whole day, and it doesn't go up.
No, it goes on to 300.
300
and if they see it drops a little lower because they left open by mistake the door a little longer, is they could close the door because it's still under a certain amount of number. And I told them, you could put it on to 375.
Because you're the pilot light. Yeah. You're considering yourself the pilot light.
Yeah, not because the point is,
even if they close the door.
If they leave it open for a whole time, I told them, if it drops down lower than 275, they cannot put it on. If they see on the number, there's two numbers. There's a number you set.
That is even under, you're still the pilot light.
Right. But to be a chimra, is a guy in the ship with the moves, a goy. If you tell him something, then you tell him something. Because if it goes lower than 275, by mistake they left open the door. I told them they have to call me and I put it back on to 375. And automatically the door.
So that's the first thing in the morning is the baking department.
First thing is the bakery, then is the military restaurant, the daily restaurant.
Okay, let's look at what kind of problems. I mean, the military restaurant, you're basically opening to be able to cook. What's
You have openers.
Cook. You need the
You have the flat top that you make all the scrambled eggs and the stuff.
So what do you need? What is it called? The
grill.
Yeah.
Then you have.
So you want to start them all.
Right. So usually I put around 300.
And that grill is on for the rest of the day.
For the rest of the day. Then you have a toaster oven.
But toaster oven every
no. It's a toaster oven. It's rotating.
Yeah.
Right. It keeps on going. Once I put it on,
it's on the rest of the day.
It's on for the rest of the day. Then there is an oven, a regular oven. That once I put it on, it automatically goes up, let's say, to 500. It's set to go up to 500. And whenever you open and close the door, it's not an issue because the system is working all the time.
I just want to make everybody aware what the rabbi is saying about opening and closing the door, because he's alluding to a point that even though he started the fire and all that, the technology for safety, when you open the door, will shut down the oven, lower the temperature. So he's concerned that if the oven is open for a while, the temperature went below down a certain temperature that his mice already was done. So he doesn't want it to drop too low. He wants the whole day's work, the whole day's cooking and baking should be connected to his mice. Okay. So now you open up the milchik restaurant and you open up all the fires. Now let me ask you a kashrus question. You wake up with a headache and you come late.
I'm here for 3 years. I never had this issue.
Okay, it was a snowstorm, but what happened?
I never had this.
Zonder treffen was het prettig treffen.
They cannot put it on and he has to put it on. Meanwhile, for me being here for the last 3 years, I never had the problem. They have full respect, and I never had the problem.
Okay, so you went to the bakery, you went to the milchik restaurant that's open, the pizza shop opens later, right?
Then I go to the deli.
The inflation. Okay, so when do they get the deliveries?
The deliveries through the day.
But that also you have to check.
Yeah, usually they come in when the delivery comes in. It's in the deli, you have CBC logo. They know exactly what I mean. From time to time, I go by and I take a look at what they're getting. If I give you an example that I had stuff coming in that we don't like this particular action, I'm just returning the stuff.
Okay, you tell us an experience you had about the chaysamas were touched, tampered. You ever had a chaysama?
The only time when I had that issue is that I saw the guy in the deli, let's say, takes out at night to defreeze stuff, right? Because usually
it's out of the bag.
No, it's not out of the bag. It's within the bag. But to be on the safe side, I always tell him, cover it with something and put a piece of tape.
Which tape? Kosher tape?
Kosher tape.
Guys are laying the kosher tape?
No. They eat when he takes out the meat, they leave on the table, he puts the kosher tape on. It's also not only a chimera for me to come in the morning. I'll give you an example. Let's say he cooks something overnight. There's some items that he has to leave a whole night cooking and stuff, right?
Overnight, potato cable.
No, this goes in the oven, but there is something that he cooks overnight on the stove.
Yeah.
Is what he does is he puts it on to make sure that the flame is in the right position, and then he puts a piece of tape crosswise on the handle.
Yeah.
When I come in the morning, still nobody's here, is I check. Because even when I close it, I leave the tape over there. When he comes in to start doing work, he knows that I closed it.
Let me ask you bring up a point. The fact, who has the keys to the store? Just the owners and you. The stocking guy who had the keys to the store.
That's why, even example, there is a few stores over here that you have to come in from their store to the everything store.
You have to come in from their
From
store.
their store to the store.
What's the mile with that? A mile?
No, it's not a mile.
Oh, so
Mile is.
Yeah, they could go in.
He doesn't have no. I'll give an example. One of the departments don't have no keys to come in. They could come in to their department
From the outside.
and do whatever they have to do. And then I have to open up the doors. This is two stores like this that I open up in the morning.
Pizza shop?
Pizza shop and one of the dress stores.
The dress store?
Yeah.
Why did you need? Okay, it's not
Because
it's not a shayla kashrus.
Not a kashrus, but they have access to the store. From their store, as I open it up, they're there because to make sure that I only have the store.
So that help anything in kashrus? But the fact that you're the only one that can open the ayid, the danger give us that could open the door. That's also a good symbol.
Yeah, it is a good symbol, but I'll tell you the truth.
The kashrus shell ain't able to schmuggle in flesh. Canada, because you're a goy.
The guy that runs maintenance has keys from the
And he doesn't have to be a Jew.
There is everything you have over 100 cameras in the store.
That helps halachically? Halachically, is that help?
I know one of the greatest on Machira, right, sits a whole day and only on the cameras.
On your...
Not on my camera. And by his office, not to know what has the problem. Somebody else on the outside, I know, has a room, all cameras. He gives a lot of shayla in different departments.
And he considers that a supervision. He considers a mirtas. What's this? Mirtas?
I tell you the truth. I saw one time I came in and I saw the fryer. I knew that I didn't put it on, and I saw the fryer.
Fryer doesn't mean a fry person. A fry meant deep fryer.
No, deep fryer. They make French fries. I came in, I couldn't put it on because it was an issue. And after that, I come in and I see it after half an hour. I asked
Who opened? Who
boys,
fixed?
who opened it. Everybody said nothing enough. Because I went and I closed it, right? And then I put it on just to be on the safe side. Meanwhile, they didn't cook anything, they didn't make anything. But they know they cannot.
You know, in halacha, there's one very challenging gray area. Hefsed meruba. Hefsed meruba. The Shach says hefsed meruba. A man should say a bissel geld. For a store. So, yeah, you ever come across a hefsed meruba?
The only time when I cannot give an example, onion, right?
Onions.
Right. You cut it at night, they prepare it the day before for the next day, they should be able to make it. Right? If I tell them to put oil
Or salt. Oil,
salt,
yeah.
I come in the morning, you could realize I have it.
If there was
If
oil.
there were oil, so I asked them to put the oil in. Last night, they said me, if I took the whole bucket, was the whole bucket, it doesn't matter, you salt.
It cost a bucket of onions. $20 a chef like this.
The point is, I took it, I spilled it out straight in the garbage, only as a missing house for them. Still different.
Okay. So you open now.
They open up the bakery, the military restaurant, and the deli.
Okay, let me ask you a question, deli. The people working behind the counter are not from a. So when you open up potato salad, or you have anything like that, also needs. I mean, halacha that's a chorum. I feel everything is.
Everything. I mean, only in the kitchen they cook.
Yeah, but what happens if the guy decides he wants to taste some of the potato salad and replace it with his own potato salad?
They eat lunch on the first of the day.
What's that?
They can't just bring it from the restaurant.
That's a policy?
It's a policy. And if they want to drink and eat something,
so I saw some shambadisha.
Yeah, and if they really want, they could get food. They have a special lunch room in the club. They go up.
That's your chumrah?
No, this is nobody. They know
Not
they cannot
tonight,
eat. They cannot eat them.
No, but I'm saying, but it's not chesamis. And when food dates from going, we have to have a chesam. You have to have a chesam that it is what it is.
Most of the stuff that I would say 100% of the stuff that's in the deli and the takeout is alles gemacht in the cup, and there is a eat the whole time till 11 o'clock.
You're the mashgiach to meet over there?
I'm mashgiach to meet over there, but at night there is somebody working in the restaurant that he's there in the front anyway. So
we used to have a Rosh Hashiva, a Rudige Hitler, and we used to say, now he's the Rosh Hashiva, then he's the Mashpia, then he's the plumber, then he's everything. It looks like, now you're supervising here, and then you're supervising there. One man can.
Someone gave him call. It's not easy. It's a couple of
right. No, it's a price. Let's talk about the fish. Fish needs a mashgiach. Besides the cooking, is there any mistakes that can happen in the deliveries of the fish? No. Why?
Because first of all, this guy has a couple of stores, so he gets every time from the same location. And you know already, salmon is whatever it is, and then
Das ist genick. Ich kann es reinschmuggeln, ob es dann nicht richtig ist.
Kannst nicht tun, wenn es auch schmuggeln.
Ah?
So nicht tun, wenn es auch schmuggeln. Weil wenn ich gehe weg, ist schon der Fish Department gefertigt.
But you don't check it. You're checking all the fish to see if it's salmon, or you're just looking at the box?
No, I'm looking at the box. It's a few box with the strap. It's not
with a extra strap?
It's from the company.
So another, if Allah says that everything is sick, there's nothing else there. There's no.
I'll give you an example. Let's say like a meat,
Yeah.
meat department, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get the chicken from out of town,
Yeah.
right? There's always sometimes that the government It's the double check, right? If you can realize in the box which box it is, I open the box and I'll take a look. Everything looks inside, sealed with the ice and so that nothing can really touch the because it's not a problem.
Okay, now let's go to a little fun. You also open a pizza shop. What kind of interesting? What kind of hashgacha does a pizza shop need?
Pizza shop needs the oven is to put on, deep fries, stove, because you're cooking a lot of things, right? And then any delivery comes in the morning.
Okay, so why is it the that certain places you need a mashgiach tamidi, and certain places you don't need a mashgiach? Most of the factories don't have mashgiach. So what would if I would ask you what would need a mashgiach tamidi? So almost
a department like this that has a couple of different departments. 100% you need mashgiach tamidi.
Because you're for new minute. Let's say a guy who owns a pizza shop, does he need a mashgiach tamidi?
Okay, it depends. Who's the owner of the store?
Ja, nee, dat is Valesma.
Ik ken ze verlassen, van een beetje geringer te trachten. But with the man, every little while I gotta go upstairs. I gotta see if all the items that he has is approved by our head. We gotta take color for making the dough. There is plenty what to do in the middle of the day. When it comes at night, I close the pizza store.
What's the mile of that? Nobody else.
There's nobody, because with me it's at 7 o'clock when the pizza store closed, then I know that this is strictly inflation. If not, from 4, from when the restaurant closes, till we can eat fleischiks, some people come in and they see people eating fleishik, I could sit on this side and eat milchik, but for me there is no such thing. Milchik is milchik, fleishik is fleishik. I have a lady came in with the whole family last week, sitting down with the whole crowd. I said, you don't see it, there is a sign saying that you're not eating only fleishik. Oh, nobody's here. Excuse me, this is my policy, not your policy. Let it be empty for a few hours, but milchik is milchik, fleishik is fleishik.
Okay, fine, very good. Now, I'm going to ask a very touchy, sensitive issue. Do you feel that a mashgiach, if somebody hires a mashgiach in a store, he can also make him work in the store? It should be a worker as, like the Yid, you know, the controversy. Or no, your job is...
Usually,
this is the guy, the governor.
Usually, put it this way: you cannot take a person that works in the department
and have his nemonis.
And he should be the
mashgiach. But they do that. A lot of restaurants can't afford, smaller restaurants can't afford something.
That's a smaller restaurant. The Bamasha has to make sure that he's the top one.
Okay, so what other interesting stories happen here? Happen that you know that people are not aware how you have to be careful.
I'll give you an example. The community has to make sure that sometimes for him, I got to go into the apartment. I want to make sure it's a part of the place. You can't bring in no milk
outside milk.
No, even if they make the coffee over here and they take it in, they put it in the bottom of the table. It's nice here, Eddie.
And I want to tell you about Rabbi Weinberger. Rabbi Weinberger doesn't only walk around in this store, he even sits in the camera sometimes, and if he sees somebody in the parlor area smuggling in, sitting down with a cup of coffee, he'll come running like a lightning. Okay. This name is Rabbi Weinberger.
As I tell you the truth, a few weeks ago, I had over here the whole family at night. Came in with the pizza. And it was deep flashing, maybe 7, 8 families was eating flashing. And I wasn't here that day. And I saw it on the camera. As I told that somebody, and I told him, can you please give me the phone to this person? And I told him, straight up, you're not a Swedish youth like you, you're not even ashamed. When 8 families eat flashing and you come in with the pizza, I didn't realize the sign. This sign original was already on the wall flat. As I changed it, that people should be more aware of it. It takes time. You know, some people do it, unfortunately, by mistake, and some people do it direct.
Okay, so I won't keep it much longer, but we're about heading towards Shavuos. Shavuos, like, no big deal. You have any big stories, cheese ones?
Over here, there is nothing.
Look.
Bakery is only selling.
Zoe?
The bakery
Oh, it
is
doesn't
only
make.
selling milkshakes, but they make in a different bakery.
They don't make their own. Why? You don't.
Because it's not a milk garden.
Okay, but we just finished Pesach. Pesach given flavor, right? Why is Pesach? Why is Pesach?
Well, you have to kasher everything. You have to kasher the meat department. That means all the wagons, all the tables, and all the machinery. You know, to be on the safe side. People are eating, and the philosophy of our hatcher. They don't want to make sure. The last.
What wagons? Shopping wagons?
No. You put the trays. The trays. It's how I know now they're making this kind of meat. Now they're making this kind of meat. Because every tray has a color. Every tray has a color. When they make this color, I know they're making this meat.
Why not together?
Some
What's the
people
difference?
don't.
They make cold cuts or they make chicken?
It's not cold cut. For chicken, there's also 2-3 kinds of chicken.
So what's the difference to you?
It's a difference in meat.
Why?
Because we give the headshot that this is this kind of company and this is this kind of company. People come in, can I have this kind of company? And the characters, we gotta.
But that's not a kashrus. It's not a kashrus. You don't.
It's not a kashrus item, but just to be on the safe side. But,
Be honest, side. Be honest.
No.
But you said you have to.
I had to kasher all the last 4 weeks before Pesach. Every day they have to wash all the stuff more than they wash it every day.
Why?
Prepare. It came from Pesach because everything was already real smooth and washed off. And I washed everything.
But the restaurant's closed on Pesach, right?
Yeah, the restaurant is
deli was
closed,
closed.
the deli is closed, the pizza store is closed. The fish department had open half of the fish department because they made them a different application. Is a quick locks that only I had the keys. I locked it up on one side and they couldn't come in. So every night I closed the department.
Okay, dovid, Shikoyach. This is a truck that's of these shoulders.
That's why every morning when I come into the store and I put my hand on the mezuzah.
Al to be ain't no lower than the soil, below the
No,
design.
I always say the Bank make sure that I don't there's no mixtures coming from me.
I'm sure not. That's the embassy Yerushalayim. Shikoyach, thank you very much. I hope this. I don't know how we came out in the picture.